Shalom, I'm Angel. Welcome to Healthy in Heart. And I hope you are healthy in heart, mind, body, and soul today. This year, 2022, has been a year of constant flux, it seems like. And I've had to continually just keep readjusting my sails. And then the wind changes and I have to do it again. And anytime you have a major health issue that you're battling, it can cause some depression. It can cause a lot of anxiety, and I've been dealing with all of that as well. So for those of you who have stuck with me, even though I haven't been that active on YouTube throughout the latter part of this year, I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for being here. I made an appointment with the Bernard Medical Center with one of the doctors. They are the plant-based doctors because they know the power of a plant-based diet. They know how to get the best results. And I have been following that advice over the last month. So that advice was less than 3 grams of fat per serving, 20 to 30 grams maximum a day. I'm having a little trouble hitting that. So I'm just continually having to change what I eat. If you eat a product that's already been canned or something, less sodium than there are calories. And so that has completely nixed everything that's canned that I have. Less than 6 grams of sugar per serving. Again, nixes everything that I have canned. More than 3 grams of fiber per serving. Well, that one's easy to hit if you eat plant-based. For 40 minimum a day, 40 grams of fiber a day minimum. I hit that easily. 0 cholesterol, and of course we know that cholesterol is found in animal products, and so if you don't eat animal products, then you don't have to worry about eating cholesterol. But that is a good thing to look for if you buy any prepackaged products, is if there's any cholesterol in there, you know it's not vegan. And I was told the advice that I got from the Standard American dietitian to eat a 1,400 to 1,500 calorie day. That's a starvation diet, is what I was told by both the doctor that I see at Bernard Medical Center and with the nutritionist at Bernard Medical Center. And I was told not to count calories. Do not count calories, and to eat until concentrate more on how I feel with each meal. Eat until I'm comfortable, but not stuffed. Okay, so that one is a little difficult for me because I do have a binge eating disorder. I have memories of binge eating when I was 5, and there are issues there with why that started then, where I would eat so much that I would puke. So there's a couple issues going on there, but over the years I've dealt with those. But the what would you call it? There's still like an undercurrent that continues. And so I have more days than not without a binge, which is great. I have very few binges, but when I do binge, it's not great. And one thing that I really have learned over the years is that you need to pay attention to what triggers you have. And I know a lot of people will say that it's really bad to limit or severely restrict certain things in your diet. But if you have something that is a trigger for you, for me, I can't have it in the house. I cannot have it in the house because I'll eat it. And I'll eat it all in one sitting probably. So, yeah. So, food addiction is real. It's a real thing too. And I deal with some of that as well. So the doctor sent me to speak with their dietitian. And I've had one meeting with her, and I have another one coming up in January. I feel good about the direction that I'm headed. Even though I felt like I was doing everything right in the past, obviously I wasn't doing these things. I wasn't eating less than 30 grams of fat a day. I still struggle with that on some days. And figuring out what to eat. That's one thing I never was taught growing up, is how to eat healthy, because nobody in my family eats healthy. No one in my family eats healthy. They don't. That's not something, I mean, it was nothing to have all carbs with no cruciferous vegetables, no vegetables that are not starches. Another way to put that. And that was our vegetables for the day, for the meal rather. We were sent to school every morning with eggs, and that was it. And it was, we got so tired of it, we ended up putting syrup on the eggs just to change the flavor. But I mean, that's obviously not a healthy meal. And it was not, I did not have a good background. I'll leave it at that, of establishing a healthy relationship with food and even knowing what to eat. So I'm learning still. And yeah, I'm like 40 plus years old, and there's still room to learn. There's still things that you can learn. No one knows it all. And if they act like they do, they're fooling themselves and they're trying to pull the wool over you. But so this is what I am trying to do. Like I said, I'm improving every week. Yeah, it's interesting having to, I can't even tell you how many times I've readjusted the way we eat, because we used to eat just whatever, randomness, like I was raised on, like my husband was raised on. It was just, random things thrown together and called a meal. That was what we did when we first got together. And then trying to get healthier, we heard about the keto diet, right? Yeah, that's the opposite of health promoting. Anyway, it is health destroying. And there's no two ways about it. And if you hate that, just go somewhere else. But that's the truth. And I'm not going to lie to you. So, after the keto, or during the keto, my daughter developed a bunch of allergies, a bunch of allergies. I mean, one of them was garlic, which is in everything. And so we ended up having to really read the ingredients. Red dyes, chemicals, preservatives, things like that, natural flavors, artificial flavors, because they don't put what that is on the package. We had to eliminate from our diet, because what is it? No one knows. That could have been one of the things that caused her reactions. And so at one point she had I believe 12 or 13 different allergies that we knew of. Now she is able to eat anything she wants now, without having a reaction to it, which is great. Obviously we don't eat animal products, nothing with a face, nothing that comes from something with a face. But So after that, then we started learning the truth, which was, animal products are not healthy. They destroy health. Um, a lot of that, I believe it started with forks over knives, what the health, and we've watched a lot of the doctors, a lot of their videos on YouTube, which is freely available, and there's a lot of them out there. But the science all says it's, plant-based is healthiest. And if you think about it, if you believe in Yahweh like we do, or Abba Father, we the ideal diet he gave mankind, Genesis 1:29, was plants and fruits. So if that's our ideal diet from our creator, then isn't that what we should be eating? So we completely changed that. And so we were eating a higher fat vegan diet, still eating quite a bit of processed. And so over the years, it has reduced the amount of processed stuff, because the amount of processed stuff or pre-prepared stuff that comes in a box, a can and whatnot, has increasingly contained products that we won't eat, which is artificial flavors, natural flavors, chemicals, preservatives, things like that we don't feel like. Titanium oxide is not safe. I mean, even something as simple as that, which you find in things like beauty care, things like that, it's not safe. Just do the research and you'll see. And so now we eat very little that comes from a can. If it comes from a can, it's like pre-canned beans, pre-canned corn. But the problem is I can't find beans that have been canned without the sodium. So all the canned stuff that I have in the on the shelves in the kitchen has on my pantry has it has salt in it. I can't use it because another issue that I'm struggling with is my blood pressure, and one of the things I have to do is cut out the sodium. Also, sodium is part of an addiction. The more sodium you eat, the more addictive the food is, the harder it is to stop and to recognize when you're full. So that is a new experience as well. So once again, I'm finding myself having to relearn how to cook things that are completely from scratch, because I can't use things that are pre-prepared in there. They don't have it on the shelves, that beans that have no sodium added. I can find tomato products. I can find tomato products that has no sodium added at the local Walmart, but that's it. I can't find any vegetables. I can get frozen vegetables that have no sodium added, so I do use the frozen vegetables a lot. Rice, straight from the bag, cooked fresh. Beans cooked fresh. I used to not like sweet potatoes, but I have developed a love of the I think it's the Japanese sweet potato. It's the purple one with the white inside. Oh my gosh, that's divine. So that's another love. But it's also something I don't overeat on. So that's a bonus, because I don't add sugar to it and I don't add salt to it, which are both add to the addictive quality of food. So I'm able to eat until I'm full, and then I'm done. So I think that pretty much brings you up to date. I had planned to make more videos, but I just haven't been motivated to do it, for one thing. But for another, I've just been overwhelmed with trying to relearn how to do things and to make it less time consuming as well, because that's important. Time is something you never get back once it's spent. So being conservative with time and having time to exercise and to do all the things what we need to do, and also spend time with our family, because these are years that we don't get back. This is time we don't get back. And so I don't want to spend so much time in the kitchen by myself cooking, or that I don't spend time with my family or cleaning or whatever. So another thing that I've had going on is I have been downsizing the furniture in my living room, because my living room is very, very, very small. Probably like 15 by 20, maybe, if it's that. It's very small, and our furniture is kind of large, and I've already gotten rid of 2 bookshelves completely. I've replaced one recliner with a smaller one for Kelsey, and I've got 2 more coming for me and Todd, because the couch that we've been using has been just the cushions have deflated, and it's been really hurting my back and Todd's back. So, and I've also, if you've noticed, my background's slightly different. I've moved things around in here, so it just makes it feel more roomy in here. So with less furniture. Okay, I have been crocheting. I did finish a top, which I need to go back and edit. I need to change the hem of it, but I did finish a crocheting a top, which I really love. I'll show that in a video coming up soon. I have been going through a couple of my cookbooks that I said I was going to do. So these right here are some of the ones that I have done, and I'm going to be doing a book review on them, reviewing the recipes in there, and how the book is formatted, how well it's formatted, how the information is presented, and all of that. That's going to be a once a month kind of thing, so look for that upcoming. Anyway, I think I've also been decluttering and getting rid of a lot of stuff, furniture and other things, just to kind of lessen the clutter that's in the house. I've been going through my books. That's one of the reasons I'm going through my cookbooks, is I have one shelf here, and then one above it that's completely full of cookbooks, and then I have same size shelf, 2 more down here that is also full of cookbooks, so or non-cookbooks, because they're mostly raw food. So I'm going to be going through there and picking out my favorite books and keeping those and getting rid of the others, and letting you know what I think, whether I like the book and I'm keeping it, or whether I like it and I'm giving it away, or I like it and I don't like it and I'm giving it away. I'm going to try my best to be more active on YouTube. I believe, barring any new winds that blow that kind of throw me off course, I plan to be more active and do more videos. And I think this is like the second or third time I've ever said that, but it's been something constantly all year. So, we just have to deal with what life throws us, and we all have seasons like that, don't we? Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me. Yahweh bless you and keep you and give you shalom. Until next time. Yah bless.